Welcome back. I have another tabletop RPG review with Landon. What are we looking at today?
Eventful Oddballs, which
I have so many questions about this game.
Yeah.
The gentleman who messaged me a while ago and sent me a copy of this book, we got talking a little bit through email, and when I started looking at it, like one of the big questions I had was like, wow, why would someone design a game that way? And but I'm gonna let you do most of the explaining in this book. And all right, so let's go quickly through the things we're gonna analyze this book under the topics. Right. So we got the learn,
which is how it was to learn.
Yep.
Length, which is how long you could run it.
Okay.
Creation, which is both character and campaign creation.
Okay.
Setting, which if the game has a setting, does it add to the overall game?
Okay.
Mechanics, which is the mechanics of the game.
Sure.
And then affordability is the last ranked one. And then who the game is for.
Okay. All right, so we're going to be looking at eventful oddballs within those bullet points or headers. Yeah. Take me through the beginning one. How easy was it to learn this game system?
Despite the short length of it, it was surprisingly difficult because of how interesting it was compared to other games.
Interesting is a nice way to put it. The mechanics are complicated. Well, okay,
it's just different. It's a lot different compared to other games.
I don't mean to imply that it's a bad design game. It has a dice system that is weird.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily bad weird. It's just like, huh. Okay, all right, so it took you a little while to learn this one.
Yeah, it probably took me maybe up to 3 hours, 2 hours to go through the book all the way through. And then maybe up to 4 to fully understand it.
Okay. All right. So about a day and a half, 2 days of reading to try and kind of put the game together. Okay. All right. Length. Let's talk about if you were to run or play in this game system, either a player or a game master. What sort of length of game campaign are we looking at in Eventful Oddballs?
Probably one that aims more toward the shorter side.
Okay.
I'd say under 10 sessions.
Okay.
Maybe high 5 to 10, maybe 7 or 8, but that's probably pushing it.
Okay, so 5 to 10 sessions, about 7 sessions that we're going to be kind of taking a character from level 1 to level something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And experiencing the tabletop RPG world with this game. Okay. What's the next one?
Next up is creation.
Creation. Okay, so what's it like to create a character in this game system? What's it like to create a world in this game system?
Character-wise, there's not a lot of different kinds of characters.
Okay.
They're mostly all very similar, besides from a little bit of stat customization.
Okay, so if I'm making a knight or a rogue or a wizard,
it's mainly just gonna be what stats you organize, and if you are playing a character that's magic, that's probably going to be the most differing compared to other characters.
Okay, so any of the melee class characters
seem pretty similar.
We're going to be very similar. One of them is going to be strength based. One of them is going to be dexterity based.
There's only 3 stats.
Okay, all right.
Which are
3 stats. Okay.
Yeah, there's very limited that I remember, and basically skipping forward to the mechanics because that ties a lot into character creation.
Okay, sure. We'll come back to what the DM creations aspect. So let's jump into some mechanics and tell me how do I make a character in this game?
Okay, so you're gonna have some points to add into different stats.
Okay.
And based on those points you add, whenever you're doing a stat roll, or not a stat roll, a roll to try and succeed, you're gonna be rolling 3d6.
Okay.
And you have an expendable pool based on the stat you're using.
Okay.
And you can spend one of those to add that dice.
Okay.
And you're looking for odd numbers on those dice.
On the dice that came from the pool, or on all my dice. So I'm always looking for odds.
Yes.
Interesting. So if I roll evens, I have failed the roll. That's okay. That's
evens. That's where the odd comes from.
Yeah, and that's what I recall from going through it myself, and was like, that's interesting. So I'm on when we're rolling d6s. You said?
Yes.
Okay.
6-sided dice.
All right. So limited stats, dice pools. So I have these dice I can borrow from like my character sheet or something.
Yeah,
How do I get those dice back? Or do I get them like is it once per session?
Yeah, it's once each session they come back.
So I'll have like 3 additional dice I can add to a roll or something.
Based on what stat you're using.
Okay.
So that's where the stats come in. If you're put like a lot into your strength, then you're gonna have multiple dice to add onto your strength roll.
Okay.
You can add a max of 3, so you can be rolling 6 dice.
All right. So what is it that flavors a warrior versus a rogue versus like a wizard in this game? Like what are the ways that the game flavors character classes or character types or something?
They talk like a little bit about what they are, like just like what a knight is, or what a fighter is, what a thief is.
Okay.
And then
are there any mechanics that play into it though?
Not any major ones. Like there are a few that like might affect dice rolling, but nothing that wildly affects different stats or different characters.
Okay.
Unless, as I mentioned, you're playing a magical character, which then you have like magic,
spellcasting.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is going to add some other mechanics. But as far as the martial characters, it sounds like there's a lot of what I bring in my headspace to the game that's flavoring it. Yeah. So I say I'm playing a knight, and
you infer what a knight is.
Really, there's not a lot of mechanics that are supporting that, but it's me imposing that in the game state or something. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go back to the creation topic for the game master. Okay. Let's say I'm a game master trying to create a campaign in this game. How easy is it for me to do that? Or what sort of tools does the book provide me with?
It provides like I think a few charts.
Okay.
Not
tables or something?
Yeah, like different tables for creating like different encounters and different monsters again.
All right.
And mainly it's just choose something, it seems like, and just go off that.
Okay.
And choose one thing from the book and just build off of that.
Okay, so I take an idea, like it has a table or a system that generates some ideas for me, and then I kind of flow from there to create a story or a campaign. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go back to mechanics. Let's talk about the game master mechanics. I understand how the players are going to roll dice. How does the game master manage monsters or creatures in the game?
So it's similar where it's dice looking for odds.
Okay.
Or but I don't think they have that like same pool. I think monsters just have set dice that they're rolling.
Okay.
Looking for certain numbers and certain successes.
Okay. So when I'm playing as a monster, as the game master and fighting against my players, I'm basically kind of playing like a reverse character against the players, but with some limited access to more dice. Okay. Take us on to the next one. The
next up is the setting.
Setting,
which there isn't really
generic fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Generic fantasy. Yeah.
We're gonna have to make some sort of like a case or something and just drop a marble in it, a jar fantasy, for every generic fantasy game, and just be like, another generic fantasy. Okay. So generic fantasy. What's our next one?
Affordability.
Did you look up the price of this one?
I did. This book right here is under $20.
Okay.
I think it's like $15 to $20 with tax.
$15. Okay. All right.
And then, but the PDF is like I think under $10.
Okay, so pretty cheap to get a hold of. Okay, so $10 for PDF, $15 for the book. All right.
And then last is who this book is for.
Yeah. I think that's the most interesting part because it's not necessarily an easy game to learn. Is it? Do you? Okay, go ahead. What do you think?
So that was probably the hardest thing to decide on this game is who it's for. And what I decided is it's probably for people that have played tabletop role-playing games for a while. And are like want to try something different,
strange,
something weird, yeah.
Okay, so this might be like a niche tabletop RPG system. Once you've gone through D&D and Easy D6 and Shadow Dark and a few of the games, and you're like, let's try something odd.
Yeah.
I was avoiding saying weird, but yeah, let's try something odd. I think that's probably right. Because the people who already know how to play these games are probably ready to bring their backstory into the thing and all that. I don't know. I get that as well. I get that it's probably for experienced players to give them something strange to mix into it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. What else you got to add?
Either that, but it would be hard, but people who would know how to play games for a while, maybe new people to tabletop role-playing games, since they haven't, like,
not
been corrupted by the other
no, they
things.
haven't gotten a taste for feats or heavy mechanics.
Yeah.
So either people who are very experienced or people who are brand new might be able to come in and learn this thing. Now that you know how to play it, how hard do you think it would be for you to teach me the mechanics of this game along with a bunch of new people to play?
Well, I'd probably have to go through the book either 2 more times to refamiliarize myself, but also to get everything.
2 more times?
Not 2 more times, but
You understand, I read the first 8 pages of Shadow Dark before I was ready to run it. Like, you are a little compulsive about me.
I don't mean 2 more times. I mean,
you'd want to be more familiar with it. And I understand that's probably a compulsive thing in you to want to understand it. Like, I'm full ready to run a game the moment I read the first 5 pages of it. Like, I'm like, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I get you. Okay, so so new people run it. Okay. Well, I think we covered all the rest of the stuff. I was going to ask you, is this a game you would want to try? But I think you've already What do you think of it? What do you think of it overall? What's your rating for it?
Well, for me to play it, not right now, but maybe like in a few years when I've been playing these for a long time, I'd probably be interested in trying it.
Okay, all right.
But like after I get a little bit more experience with the other ones, since I'm not brand new, I understand that this game is really weird and it's probably hard to change from
From a D20 system or D100
system to a D6 looking for odd numbers.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. All right, what's your overall rating?
I went a little low on this one since I think it lacks in some of the learning, as it's not very player friendly.
Player facing or like, I get it. It's not. It's the players are having to bring a bunch of stuff into it.
Yeah, I give it a 6.
6 out of 10.
6 out of
Okay.
10, yeah.
All right, we got Eventful Oddballs. If you're looking for something strange in the tabletop RPG space, you want to find an odd game, find a copy of Eventful Oddballs. This is fun going through these with you, man. I'm interested to get some of your takes on some of the more lore-heavy systems, since I get the sense that is your leaning. I might pick up a copy of Warhammer and some of the heavier ones to look at. But if you all have a game system or a setting that you'd like Landon to look at, I don't mind picking them up and giving them to him and shuffling off some more of my work onto him. Let me know. Post down in the comments what game systems you're interested in having him look at that we can discuss. And if you're eager to find a copy of Eventful Oddball, look it up. I think TTRPG probably has a copy of it. All right. God bless you. Have a good day. Catch you next time.
Have a good rest of your day.